time officiating a wedding for my niece. That was the previous one. And hopefully this will be the last time I get to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. But I do feel a lot of love, and I'm a little nervous, so bear with me too, guys. All right? I'm going to tell you a couple of stories today. My name's Wendell. I'm part of this family. My niece, Jenna here, she was firstborn, wonderful child. I'm going to tell you a story about a day that I took her to school. I took her to school and I dropped her off at, I think it was Hines Elementary. And I brought her sister here to her preschool right after that. And then I went off to UNO to go to school. I was in college at the time. This was many years ago. And I get home after being at college, and they're at school, and the phone rings as soon as I walked in the door. And I went to my parents' house because I was just going to get lunch, and we lived close. And the phone rings, and I pick up the phone, and the person ringing the other side says, "Hello, this is Miss Blah Blah from whatever that school was that you were at, I can't remember." And they say that, "Is there a problem in the home?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? Is there something wrong with Kate?" And I said, "Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. I dropped her off at school. She's fine. She should be with you." She says, "No, I need to know there's something going on." I'm like, "No, there's nothing going on." As you can tell, my niece is bowing her head right now. Because when I dropped my niece off at school, then I backtracked just a little and say, "You gonna be good today?" She said, "Yeah, I'll try." She walked out. I said to this one when I dropped her off, "You gonna be good today?" She said, "Yeah, I'm gonna try." She walked out. And sure enough, when I got that phone call, the lady on the other line said to me, "Well, Jade has empty beer cans in all of the box, and we don't know how many." And obviously I was in a state of distress about it. I didn't know what was going on. And then quickly I figured out, well, this one was standing around in the kitchen near the recycling can this morning. It must be her sister. And I assured the woman on the other line, "There's nothing going on. Jane is not an alcoholic. Do I need to bring her lunch?" And she said, "No, she has some other stuff we could give her, because clearly she emptied out her lunch from the lunchbox." So the day went on, and we all figured out, my parents also, that this one took care of it. Now, I wasn't around when they confronted her. I had gone back to school. But that story stayed with me, as it would stay with most people. I never forgot it. Malcolm, on the other hand, first time I met him, he came to my house to visit. I live in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Beach town. This one, that one, there it is. That one, and that one. All came to visit me for her birthday. And I'm a guy who doesn't ride boats. I get sick. So I didn't get on the boat with them. I sent them on a booze cruise where they could go and have a little fun, see the ocean, enjoy themselves. Put them on the boat. They're gone for hours. They come back, and Tamiko, my sister, grabs me and pulls me aside and says really quickly, "I have a story I have to tell you." I said, "All right, whatever, tell me." Apparently Malcolm, a good buddy here, had a little too much to drink. As you can see, they are made for each other, because every story I have about them is related to alcohol. Had a little too much to drink, and he leaned into my sister and whispered to her, "I'm going to marry your daughter." He knew her 6 months.
Less than.
I knew her, how old were you then? 25?
27.
I knew her 27 years ago. So I knew how great she was. I don't know how he, but he did. He's a do person. He said, "I'm going to do it." She's a try person. She said, "I'm going to try." That brings me to a story that I'm going to start, last story here, where this entire group of people, most of them, I would say, came to a party at my sister's house little less than a year ago, in the sweltering, oppressive New Orleans, in her backyard, to celebrate these two people deciding that they wanted to be here today. We did that for them. And I can't think of anything more difficult than for the grandmother of the bride, Cheryl, and grandmother of the groom, Julia, to sit in that oppressive heat for hours just to say, we love you. That is the only reason they're there. Because they love you, nobody wants that. But we all did. And so it reminds me of something that is a theme here today. A theme of what your wedding was, which is Star Wars. I remember my favorite movie from Star Wars was Empire Strikes Back. Second movie made, fifth in the series, blah, 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 the geek. That's right, Mike? Yes. The geek too. In that movie, Luke Skywalker crash lands on a planet, and his ship, his F-35 fighter, his TIE wing fighter, is in a swamp and can't get it out. And his master, Yoda, is telling him, you have to use the force, you have to try. Not try, you have to get this done. And he attempts it, and it doesn't come out. And he said, I tried. I tried to do it. And the first time Yoda yelled at him, he yelled, no, you do or do not. There is no try. That's what marriage is. That's what loving someone else is. It is a do or do not, gut-wrenching, wonderful thing every single day of your life if you give 100% of you to him and he gives 100% of himself to you. That is how it works. That's what gets done. Because we all give 100% of ourselves to the both of you. We sat in that moment. If you two manage to do that, the world is your oyster. Loda's ready, so we might as well get down to it. All right. Just repeat after me, Malcolm. I, Malcolm Garrett,
I, Malcolm Garrett,
take Jennifer Perez
take Jennifer Perez
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and cherish
to love and cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
I, Jennifer Perez,
I, Jennifer Perez,
take thee, Malcolm Garrett,
take thee, Malcolm Garrett,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
better or for worse,
for richer or for
for
poorer,
richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Place the ring on his finger. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss